Hey everybody, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. And this time we're not doing a truck mod because you see we have our Peterbilt 389 here. But if you take a look at the GPS in the corner, it says Fairbanks. I downloaded actually a set of 3 map mods because they all work together. I-10, Coast to Coast, and Mexuscan, Mex US Canada. And we're actually sitting in Fairbanks, Alaska right now. There we are. We're heading up to Prudhoe Bay, and we started a journey, and this has actually taken me a couple days to do this because I've been doing other things. All the way down here, I believe we started in either Stockton or Sacramento. I don't remember exactly where we started. I really don't. But we started all the way down here in Central California, and we've pretty much went up I-5 into Oregon and Washington into Canada, and we have went ahead and crossed back into Alaska, and we're sitting at Fairbanks, and we're about to drive this last bit, which is the Dalton Highway up to Prudhoe Bay. Now, this is the first time I've driven to Prudhoe in this game, so I have no idea if it's going to be realistic at all. No clue. I just figured, what the hell? I'm up here. What are the odds I'm going to take a load that's going all the way this way again? And so figured, why the fuck not? So we're going to go ahead, leave here, get back in our truck. We have a mostly full tank of gas. So we're going to go ahead and get going. So with the map mod, things are a little weird in spots with traffic. I mean, when I've been driving in Fairbanks, the only time I haven't seen traffic come up the road we were just across. I have seen traffic on this road, but it doesn't look like there's anybody right now, so I'm not even stopping. I'm just going to keep on going. Plus, it appears that this is texture only. The roads are texture only. They are not actually slick, because right before I got into Fairbanks, it is raining still, even though it was 28 degrees, and I was not slipping inside, and I was doing 60 miles an hour. So one thing I'll say is the force feedback is working on these snow-covered roads, because I can feel it, and it would help if I paid attention to my engine speeds and upshift, and I thought I saw a truck pull in there. Interesting. A lot of traffic here, so trying to accelerate. We actually got a 33,000-pound load of aromatics heading up to Prudhoe, so somewhat heavy load. Got a 500 horsepower Cummins motor under the hood of our truck, and Eaton Fuller 18 speed. So, and you can most likely hear my wheels force feedback knocking in the background there. Can't do a whole lot about it. I have it secured. It's just that the damn thing likes to knock around. The internals like to knock around. So I mean, I actually am a big fan of Ice Road Trucker, so when I saw this mod, I was like, oh my god! And when I saw that I had a load going up to Prudhoe Bay, even though it was a, like, 6,000-mile load, I was like, okay, gotta do it. This is gonna be fun. And it's been interesting. When we get up to Prudhoe, there is a map issue that I'm going to show you guys. Well, I'll show you it on the map. I didn't have any capture software on when I was driving up to Fairbanks. But I would have took a snapshot if I would have and showed you exactly what this was, because it went from being 4-lane freeway, no merge lanes, down to a 2-lane road, similar to how this looks. No real warning except watching the highway go from wide to narrow. And it was a very janky, screwy transition. It was not done very well. I believe that's a bug that will get fixed in time. But a lot of traffic on the road. So we shall see if this is going to be anything realistic or not. I'm not expecting a whole lot. Am I expecting something? Yes. Am I expecting it to be all sorts of hell? No. We'll see. I mean, there was a separate Dalton Highway mod that I tried to download, but it didn't want to work, and I didn't really feel like fucking with it. Plus, then I saw I could get the whole coast-to-coast map and everything. I was like, okay, I'm going to go that route instead so I can drive on that. And if I decide I want to revisit that mod to see if that's more realistic, especially after driving this, then I'll create a cheat profile with everything. I'll build myself a truck, and we'll do it that way. Because of these map mods, it disabled my XP mod, so I'm back down to rank 9, but this is such a long load because, I mean, I'm going from mid-California. I'm standing to make $125,000 in-game from this. So I figure, shit, I can... It's going to knock me back up a couple ranks anyway, so what's the damn difference? The AI, at least coming up here, it was like this, very heavy. So it is very, very, very difficult to get out of service stations in either direction. I turned left into one when there was an appropriate gap, but then I couldn't get back out of it. And kind of the same thing when I turned right into one. It was on the north side of the road, well, on the east side of the roads for northbound traffic. It was a little easier to get out of, but not by a whole lot. I had to wait for a gap, kind of like since there's nobody right in front of me right now, because I'm only doing 55, not even 55. And we're going to rectify that now, because I'm going to floor it. Put some speed on, but we do have that corner coming up. So, I mean, the map looks pretty, and overall, very nice, indeed. So. Loving my CSIO shifter. I've been playing with it a lot, and especially with this. This has the full 18. This truck, I said, has the full 18 speed. So I've been using this thing, and it's fun. I enjoy it. I'm actually able to float from like 5 high to 6 high, or 5 high to 6 low, so on and so forth. So yeah. So hold on, we're gonna actually pull off real quick. I'm gonna show you guys the rest of the map. Let me find a spot after around these next set of bends. We'll take a look at the map real quick because I want to show you guys the map while I'm thinking about it. Because otherwise I'm gonna get scatterbrained and I'm gonna fucking forget. All right, pull off real good right here. Hard on the brakes. And we should be able to get back on the road. They're nice, easy. Let's go ahead, hop into the map. Alrighty, so we're in the map, and just to give you an idea, there we are between Fairbanks and Prudhoe. I'm all the way zoomed out. And there's the original California, Nevada, and Arizona. And this is the entire bloody thing. You go out to Bermuda, Key West. I mean... This is a very fucking big-ass modification. Big-ass add-on. I've already been out into New Mexico and Texas. So, along I-10. So, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff in general. So, all right. Enough of that. Let's go back to driving. That's the bad part about stopping on the side of the road like this. Hello. All right, in the 4th, in the 5th, in the 6th. Now I'm going to switch it to 7 low. There we go. In the high, and off to the races, pretty much. So, building up some momentum, and away we go. Pretty nice scenery. I mean, lake off to our right there. Mountains galore. Very pretty. So, I hope everybody's doing well on their Sunday. I am doing pretty well as well. I am doing well. Oh, goodness gracious. I've been doing a lot of driving. It's taken me to get to the point, like when I started recording, about 3 or 4 hours, because I'm not lying. This was a several thousand mile trek, like 5,000–6,000 miles. So, very long trek. So, semi-realistic. I mean, I'm gonna guess this would be Adigan, maybe Adigan Pass, but like the drop off down to the water, the tall mountains, and I am really low in revs, so I really need to start. There we go. Now it's pulling it. Keep it right there. So, cool stuff. I mean, I was not expecting this to be very realistic. I figured it was. I was also figuring it was most likely could be some sort of a covered, like it was in Fairbanks, not this, where it's all a real nice, cleared, paved road with heavy traffic. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, random car that glitched into the guardrail. So, when I tried the Dalton Highway mod, it actually did change a couple things. Turn my engine brake on, let that keep me going here. We're good there. I mean, it changed all the textures to snow covered. It seemed like it also made it changed how the truck gripped the road, like it was harder to accelerate, harder to brake. So that one would most likely be something I'm going to make a new profile with 100% save or something and try that on for size. Where this is just kind of nice to have since it's packaged into a couple other mods. It's nice to have. Is it 100% accurate? Hell no. Because honestly, I think traffic it might just be a little too damn heavy, especially with four-wheelers. I'd expect to see some trucks like rigs. I'd see some 4x4s like that black truck in this Jeep here, but not the little cars running around as much. So whatever. This is still pretty cool. It's not it's cool. So, oh golly. Now, supposedly there are some actual ice roads. My guess is we're going to see one of them once we get closer to Prudhoe. Because then there's a town, then there's a Gallon, the game thing called Gallon. So, where you could pick up some shit at, and I'm going to guess that is where the one of the ice roads. Oh shit. That guy is having a bad day. That's like the second accident I've seen that they put in. It's cool to see, it really is. So, and the day-night cycle is set up. It's different than what it would be done in California. It started getting bright like it was here about 3 a.m. and it started getting dark about 2. So, realistic, again, I severely doubt it, but noting that everything has changed up and it's actually starting to get dark now a little bit. Click my headlights over there. Wait a second. What switches are moving around? Because the wrong ones are moving. Those switches on the left should be moving, and that's for the regen on the Exhaust filters. Interesting. All right, whatever. Whatever. I'm not in charge. Golly, I mean, I don't have a... I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, this is a pretty cool mod. Is it accurate? No. Am I going to kind of dock it for not being accurate? For this, no, because it has so much of the rest of the map in that I can kind of forgive that. This not being 100% accurate. It's like, oh, cool, we could drive up to Prudhoe Bay, and then it's just a 2-lane road. Eventually it starts getting cold as balls out. But that's it. Like, no slipping and sliding. I mean, I'm doing 60, 65 here, and not a thing. You'd think that doing that would be a little perilous, but anyhow, almost there. Almost to Prudhoe Bay. Nice little jaunt up the Dalton Highway. $40 miles out, so we should be there very shortly. I do have fatigue turned off, otherwise this would have taken a hell of a lot longer because it's not due for another 125 hours in game. So that takes into consideration sleep cycles. I've turned fatigue off. To me, it was more of an annoyance than anything else, so I turned it off. All right, now here's the roads covered again, and you're going to start hearing the wheel. Yep. So still doing just under 65. Now I'm turning. Am I gonna eat shit? Nope. Actually, I do need to start slowing down, so. Yeah, in real life, if I would have done this, this truck would have just fucking jackknifed hard fucking core, so. So not the most super realistic. It's a texture redo, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to have. So. Prudhoe Bay has been discovered. Have the engine brake on. Hold the wheel, trying to hold the wheel in such a way that it does not like sound like it's about to brake on me. It's like, holy hell. All right. I'll also say certain trucks I've noticed have had some skin work done. Certain trailers, you'll see have like the Carlisle skin, like Carlisle Trucking, the company featured in Ice Road Truckers when they did cover the Dalton Highway. So this truck does not have that. It just has the vanilla Chem Labs thing. But kind of cool looking. Chinese takeout. And that must be the depot I'm going to. Well, it has to be because it's at the end of the road. All right. Back down into the lower set of gears. I'd like to try to find the parking spot and park it myself. It's most likely back there. But pretty cool. I mean, definitely, I might not be the biggest fan of the Dalton Highway part of it, but from driving other sections of it, it does look very cool, and it is definitely worth the download and trying it out for yourself. You do not have to create a new profile. for this. You're able to just install, drop it in, download it, drop it in your mods folders, and pretty much away you go. One of them you do have to extract via, you have to extract out of the 7-zip folder, but I think that's what a lot of the, if you don't get a lot of stuff from Steam Workshop, you got to do anyway, so what's the big deal? Pop it in reverse. And we're just gonna nice and easy back it in back there. Ooh, that is close. Alright. Looks like we're gonna get it right there. Straighten it out. Clutch in, pull it out of gear. Almost there. Oh, come on, you fucker. There we go. Parking brake on, engine off, and we have it. So, 5,252 miles. Holy shit. Yeah, I have a little bit of a damage penalty, but damn. Got a couple levels out of that. Well, anyway, I hope everybody has enjoyed the show. Yeah, enjoyed the show, enjoyed the episode. Please like, please subscribe, all that good shit. Until next time, have a good one.